Yo, yo, it's your boy Marky Marks Tarot, and I want to say, I hope you all have having a good weekend coming up. Hope you all had a great week. Show some love to the people around you. Wishing all the tourist people happy birthday. Hey, Elaine, how you doing? Hey, Alma, how are you? How you been? I'm going to do air, fire, water, and earth signs for this weekend. Grateful? That's good, sweetheart. Me too. Very grateful every day. For sure. I'm going to use my regular tarot. I'm doing good. All is good in the hood. I'm going to use my regular tarot, and I'm going to use the Thelema Lenormand deck. I'm sure people have other ways of saying it, but that's the way I say it. Okay? All right. This is just a general reading for this weekend, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. I'm going to start with air signs, which is Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. All right, let me see what I have for Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius for this weekend. Yo, 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 what's up, Triple Crown? How you doing? All right, let's see what I can do here. All right, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius, air signs. Let's see what we got for you for this weekend. 1, 2. Like I said, the outcome cards today are from the Thelema Lenormand. I'm doing great, thanks. All is good. I'm doing good. I'm happy. All is good. Life's good. I don't have COVID or COVID, so I'm all right. Okay. All right, we're ready to go. Now, air signs, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius for this weekend. You can see damage before it's done. Like if something's happening around you, you know it ain't going to end well. You know that somebody was trying to do something bad to you. You can smell it coming from a mile away. And most air signs are intuitive like that. We can see, we smell the smoke in the air. We know what's going on. We know what's happening. We know how people are. Even if they try to take advantage of us, we already know what they're trying to do. Try not to make the same mistakes as you make all the time. Stay out of sight and out of mind. If you know there's some deception around you, you won't get no reward from that deception at all. The only reward that you're going to get is seeing someone get karma if that's how you feel or if that's what you want. Don't wish karma on anybody. Karma is inevitable. It would happen eventually. Most of you are a warm-hearted and fair person. You could be dealing with a woman that is this friendly, honest, loving, caring. You could be dealing with your mom. You could be dealing with your sister. You could be dealing with your children, your daughters. You could be dealing with just getting yourself to a better place, you know, being fair. You know, people love you. People care about you, air signs. And for those of you women out there, you might have this gift of vision. Like, you know, you might see things that before it happens, or you might see how life is going to be, or you may have some deja vu moments this weekend. Hey, Angie, how are you, sweetie? So Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius this weekend, you could also be like working hard or doing more work than usual. You might be trying to solve problems or resolving situations. You're putting in a lot of effort to meet your goals, whatever they are. Could be physical goals, weight loss, weight gain, whatever, like doing work, doing a lot of work, just working at home, trying to get your house sorted out. It all depends. Like, house, home, life, work, love, all the above. But you are feeling kind of overburdened, like you feel like you have pressure sometimes, and pressure, is here, pressure's coming from there, from all angles. If that is you, then you don't use that, pressure from other people, and don't allow them to pressure you. Don't use that energy pressure that they put on you. Okay. Do what you have to do, and you have to do only. All right. But I do see some of you air signs dealing with a woman. Like I said, this could be a significant woman in your life, or you could be the woman that I'm talking to, and you're trying to devote yourself to being more honest, being more smart. If you're seeing things, you know what's going to happen next. You see what's coming before it actually happens. Hey, Paris, how you doing? So Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius air signs this weekend is you recognizing what has to be done. You're about to do it. You're going to do it. This weekend is a weekend where you might, sit back and say, you know what? I've made a few mistakes. I've got to correct these mistakes. I've got to make things happen. I've got to do this. I've got to do that. You kind of feel like the pressure is mounting on you because you got a lot to do in a little bit of time. The weekend is your only time to do these things for some of you. So you might be like, really out there trying to get things done. And like I said, some of you may be dealing with your mom. Some of you could be dealing with your wife, your sister, your daughter, any woman type of influence. You're dealing with that person. Okay. But don't use your power for selfish ends. If you are like a boss or you're in charge of something, don't use anything, against your own will and against power. Like, you don't have a power trip. Okay. All because you're an air sign and you run shit doesn't mean you got to make someone else's life worse. Okay. Okay. Now your outcome card is the Mountain, number 21, and also has the Ace of Clubs there in the corner. These are the Lenormand cards. So I've never used these before. I just got this deck. And this says a tall, spiky mountain peaks looms over the land side. Mountains often represent a challenge to be tackled. We climb mountains and we take pride in knowing we have to conquer such a high element of our planet. Obstacles, overcoming adversity, alone, barriers, blocking, stuck, unable to move, limitations, delays, walls, being stubborn, and dealing with problems. Now, the Eight of Clubs signifies that it includes overwhelmingness, interest in money and obtaining it, making a right choice, and mental support. And air signs, we always think. We think 24/7. We even think in our sleep. I'm an Aquarius, if you didn't know. That's why I say we. So air signs, try not to allow yourself to be overwhelmed by anyone else's BS. Okay, it's bad enough to have your own situations, your own problems, your own life. Don't allow someone else this weekend to give you their bundle of bullshit and bring it to you and say, hey, but what about me, air signs? I'm dealing with this, I'm dealing with that. And you're like, look, I got my own shit to worry about. I don't need yours too, okay? So try not to get overburdened by people around you, air signs, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. Stick to yourself this weekend. Try not to allow anybody to get all up in your energy and all up in your weekend. Take it easy, okay? Breathe. All right? Okay, next, I have fire signs. Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. You are next. Okay. All right. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, 14th, 15th, and 16th. This is for fire signs next. Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. One. All right, let's get your outcome card. And like I said, this is the deck that I'm using for the outcome. The Salama Lenormand. I just got this deck yesterday. I got another sex deck today too. That's for tonight and for Saturday. Tonight's Freaky Fridays on Instagram and Sexy Saturdays with Brother Love. Come join me on Instagram and have a good laugh. I'll pull you some sex cards. See how your sex life will be, okay? All right, fire signs, Aries, Leo, and Sag for this weekend. Let's see what we got for you. One. Okay, Angie. Okay, fire signs. This looks pretty good. What I got here is you're focusing on family stuff, family matters, money, work, you know, trying to be happy around your family. I know that's a task sometimes, you know. You know, what I see here is trying to get security, trying to get your home sorted out, trying to make things happen, you know, using your prosperity, you know, trying to feel safe. Like I said, this is to do with like your experience in life, you know, because some of you might be the age where you know what experiences you've been through, you know how to do certain things. You don't need nobody tell you what to do. You already know what to do. So fire signs, you could be dealing with a person that is of authority. You know, this person has many ideas. This could be a man that you're dealing with. And this person is very determined, active, and experienced. And you want someone like this in your life, someone you can depend on. This could be a man, doesn't have to be. And it could be an air sign you're dealing with. So Aries, Leo, and Sag, you could be dealing with family members or your dad or your brother or just somebody that you really love and care about or you want to get more information from that has authority and great ideas. You want to run your ideas through somebody this weekend about family matters, about money, about inheritances and trying to make more money, trying to deal with family, you know, wherever you dwell, like, you know. But you are not making this decision yet because you're afraid of gossip or you're afraid that something's going to happen. You're like being very indecisive about proceeding and reluctant about proceeding with this person. But I do see a good man around you. If some of you want a good man, I know Triple Crown said she'll take one. So this is fire signs. What I do see is like you might be even thinking about your ancestry, like your ancestors, like who was there before you know, how you fit into your family tree. How do you fit into life and your family and your matters in family and your home, where you came from. You might be going back in time and thinking about, you know, I have this weekend and I'm going to take time to see how things are in my family or what my family tree was, or actually just spending time with your family. Hey, Elizabeth, what's up, sweetie? So fire signs, this weekend could be a weekend where you deal with someone who has many ideas. They're very smart. They have experience. They have authority. You know, they're good at what they know and what they do. So you're kind of feeding off their energy and their intelligence, and you're getting information from them on how to do things, when to do things, and, you know, just to deal with family stuff pretty much and money. Try not to be so reluctant in taking this person's, if you're reluctant on taking anybody's advice or you don't trust someone, just trust this person, especially if they're a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. They can really help you. You know, air fuels your fire, so you should think about it that way. You also could be dealing with, if this is family stuff, you could be dealing with one of your kids, especially if they are a fire sign. You could be dealing with one of your kids that's a pain in the ass, and you might be like, look, you need to calm down. You need to stop because you're causing gossip for our family. You're like the, you know, the ugly duckling here. You know, you need to stop it. You need to, you know, cut it out before I kick your ass or something like that. You might be scolding your children, telling them about themselves, telling them don't be messing up my family tree. Don't be breaking branches, you know? I just had this conversation earlier with somebody that these kids nowadays have too damn much. That's why they're too damn rude. But anyway, some of you could be dealing with your kids. Fire signs, Aries, Leo, and Sag. This weekend I think is going to be a weekend where you deal with ancestors, family trees, family situations, family matters. Maybe a will can be involved, or you just trying to get your finances right, your family matters, like your home situations, dwelling in your home, trying to deal with family and your father, your mother, your children, dealing with them at home and trying to, get things to a better situation. Your outcome card here from the Lenormand deck is a Sylph. I don't know how the hell you say this, but anyway, my version of saying what this is a Sylph, whatever the heck it's called, okay? I say things different. I say how I pronounce. All right, this thing that's gonna cut your ass, okay? This thing you right here. Okay, it's number 10, the Jack of Diamonds also. Against bales of hay, you will see this. As the clouds, the way the blade faces and impacts on the cards around this card. Pay attention to the cards which face the blade where it does cut. Endings, decisions, reaping, verdict, accident, harvest, rejection, release, a sharp point, a sudden event, a breakup, a dissolve, a gathering, collection, or remove. And in the Jack of Diamonds, it tells you that includes self-serving interests, being dramatic, performing under pressure, and having a daring nature. So you're going to be dealing with a young person, younger people, and you're going to want to cut them off. Because when I see this card, it's about cutting things out of your life. Divide and conquer, divide and get things out of it, cut things out of your way. Okay? This also is the number 10. And this is completing a cycle with someone. And like I said, this reading is to do with a young person, a family member, someone who you know. This could be like a cousin, a nephew, a niece. Whoever's in your family being a pain in the ass, especially your kids, this can apply to you. And making sure that they cut certain friends out or cut their shit and get their act together. All right? This is a weekend for you fire signs that you might have to, put your foot down in a family matter, or this could be work where you're dealing with a younger person at work. You could be dealing with a younger spouse of yours or a younger friend, someone younger than you that's being a pain in the ass, and you're thinking about cutting them off and making that decision to move on without them. Okay? Cut your losses and move on. That's the main thing here, okay? Fire signs. All right, I've done air, fire. I'm on water now. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Hey, Elizabeth, I got it. Okay. Let's see what we got for water signs for this weekend. You're welcome, and thank you. All right, let's see what we have here. Yeah, I just got it today. And I got this Lenormand deck yesterday. So one came one day, one came the next day. Okay, so we'll have some fun with that tonight. And tomorrow. Okay. Water signs, Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces for the weekend. Let's see what we have for you in general. 1, 2, 3. Oh boy. Oh boy. All right, let's see what your outcome card is. Yeah, I know, right? I wanted it to get here, before Saturday, and I got my wish on that. So that was good. I was like, when I got the call today, I was like, oh, just in time for Brother Led. Ooh. Okay. Let me just get your outcome card here. All right. Okay, water signs, Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. You might be wanting to get rid of a certain friendship or relationship in your life. You want to be moving on. You feel like somebody is a threat to your safety, or you just feel like you have no faith in someone, so you're ready to get rid of that person. Okay. Some of you might be becoming selfish and not wanting to give up what you have for someone else. There could be someone that's jealous of you, envious of you, someone who is not paying their debts, or you might have debts to pay. You might be trying to pay off a loan and it's not going as well as you wanted to, but this weekend you can finally get that check or that money that you're looking for, so you can get what you've lost and recover what you've lost. Water signs, you got to put in more activity. Closed mouths don't get fed. And if you sit on your ass, it's going to become flat. So get off your ass and make things happen this weekend, water signs. If you want something, you got to go and get it. You can't expect stuff to fall out of the sky. Money doesn't fall out of the sky. The only thing that falls out of the sky is bird shit. Okay? And it goes all over the place. You got me? So water signs, you could be dealing with some bad things this weekend. A bad person. Someone who's not willing to give themselves up. Somebody who's lying. Somebody who's trying to deceive you. Somebody's trying to take money away from you. Someone who's trying to pull one on you, a fast one. Somebody who's lying. Somebody who's telling you, oh, I can't do this, I can't do that because I don't have this and don't have that. Then you can have somebody just, envying your life, someone who's jealous of you, and they're jealous. And you just say to yourselves, you know what? I'm really sick and tired of dealing with you, so I'm about to let you go. Someone can let you go this weekend for good, or you could be letting go someone this weekend for good. Okay? Or this can be someone coming back into your life and saying, you know what? I was selfish. I apologize. I want to recover what we had. I want, this could be an ex coming back, or this could be an opportunity that was missed before that's going to reappear. Okay. This is you being guarding your advancements, guarding yourself, being precautious, putting in more activity. Whatever your desire is, you want to recover what you lost. So this is recovering losses, getting things back from someone or something. Yes, you're right, Triple Crown. So the thing is here is this is to do with work. This could be to do with love. This could be to do with anything. But the main thing here is someone is going to be selfish. Someone's not going to want to give up themselves to you. Someone's not going to want to give up the truth. Someone's not going to want to give you a job, give you the truth. Someone's not going to be honest. Hey, Ninja, how are you? This is you losing a valued friendship, someone who you love, someone who you like. Or this could be you losing something that you finally have to sell. If you want to sell something, this is something you're finally going to sell, or this is something that you finally want to buy. Okay, and water signs, Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces, if you have debts to pay, then watch your spending. Okay, if you want to recover what you've lost and you want to get back what you've lost in a financial way, then it's time to save. Stay away from certain people that waste money around you. We are who we hang around. So if you're hanging around bad company that makes you want to spend money, nobody makes you do nothing. You are subject to dealing with someone's energy, so they can be a bad influence on you. So my suggestion to you, water signs, is if somebody's being selfish or they're envious and jealous of you and they're not willing to give up more than what they say, then it's time for you to guard your advancements at this time and look at what you need to recover and look at how much activity you need to put in this weekend to get rid of the negative so you can become positive again. Okay. And what could happen this weekend is a woman could be very significant in your life. Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. This is the woman card. The Ace of Spades, number 29, not 69. Okay. This woman here, as you see, she looks like Mary Poppins. This says a well-dressed woman in red looks at her left. Use this card to represent a woman in a reading. If your client is a woman, use this card in your standing point. This can also refer to a partner or a person of interest, okay? This means a woman that's feminine, creative, sensitive, receptive, passive. Could be your sister. Maybe. Could be your mom. Could be any woman around you. The Ace of Spades in this card means that relating to love, concealing secrets, going beyond a threshold, and potential for recreation. Like I said, this could be somebody coming back into your life, somebody that you want back in your life, somebody that you really, admire or look up to. A woman could be, this also was I believe in the air sign reading as well, where a woman is going to be very significant. The month of May is Mother's Day. It's the month of Mary. It's the month of women. I always look at the month of May as mothers. May, M, mothers, Marky, But to all the moms out there and to all the ladies out there who look at yourself, put yourself on a pedestal and say that I've done things that no one else has done. I know I'm significant. I bear life. I'm needed in this world. Don't ever think you're not, okay? You know what's best. You know what you have to do. Eliminate what no longer serves you. If you want to get back what you've lost, the only way to do it is to shut your mouth and put more activity into it. Okay, water signs? That's my suggestion for you. All right, last I have earth signs. Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. Happy birthday to the Tauruses out there. Okay, Paris, I'll be on tonight. Thanks for coming by. Yeah, Granny Ninja is here. Don't forget grannies. You could be dealing with your granny. God bless both my grannies. They're in heaven. At least I like to think so. Okay. Love you, Grandma. Grandmas. Okay. Shout out to Grandma Ninja. Okay, earth signs. Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorns. I love most earth signs when they sleep. Shout out to my Virgos. I love you. Okay, Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn for this weekend. Let's see what we got for you. Earth signs, 1. 2. Ooh. All right, earth signs. Let's get jiggy with it. All right, let's see what your outcome card here is, earth signs. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Heck is that? All right, let me see what these cards are. I should pull more than one of them, but this is how I roll, so I do things different. Oh, okay, that's what it is. Oh boy. Okay. We'll leave that for the outcome. Okay, earth signs, Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. What I got for you is, if you feel like you're frequently too restrained and you hold yourself back, which I know some of you earth signs do hold yourself back. You always need somebody's confirmation or advice to move forward. Cut that shit out and make decisions on your own, okay? Use your common sense. Use your knowledge, your judgments, penetrate through life knowing that you don't have to hide your emotions. You don't have to hide how you feel. Don't restrain yourself. Use your wisdom. Listen to the judgments and take them in and just go on from that. Move on from that, okay? You need to be more determined to get what you want. And this weekend, if you really want to do something, then freaking well do it. Okay? Make intelligent choices. Even if you have to call me and say, hey, Mark, what do you think about this? I'll be like, look, do this. Because I'm the smartest person you probably know. All right? Earth signs. If you need some advice, call Marky. All right? If you have any goals that you nearly want to attain, you will attain these goals. But you've got to have strong willpower to do so. All right? Willpower doesn't mean go to the gym and pump iron. It means mental willpower. You mentally know what you need to do. Okay? Now, this weekend, you could also be with someone that you really love and care about. You could be dealing with love. You could be dealing with a friendship, someone that you like. As a friend, you could be hooking up with them this weekend and talking to each other, catching up with each other, seeing how things are. If you are in a partnership with someone at work, the partnership can go really well this weekend. You can really be getting a lot of things done, okay? Now, for those of you who are married, your marriage is going to feel like it's never been good before. You're going to feel really good about your marriage and about your partner and how things are. One of you is going to make the suggestion to do something which will surprise the other. Now, for those of you who are looking for someone and that's single, you could finally meet somebody this weekend, or you could be going on a date this weekend. And earth signs, it can turn into passion. It can turn into union. Some of you might be getting engaged. Somebody you might be getting planning a marriage. It doesn't matter. There is a friendship or a relationship that's going to be renewed. The beginning of a friendship can happen. Some of you might be going on a first date with somebody. If you already are dating somebody, then stop restraining yourself from going forward. Because this person is like, every time I do something with you, you act scared. Or how am I supposed to know if you like me if you're not, showing me anything back? Remember my saying, if you give 100%, then you'll get 100% back. But if you don't get 100% back, then don't give 100%. Okay? So there's many things here. It could be work partnerships, somebody at work, you and them doing a task or doing something together in a community related situation. Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn, this is a good reading for the weekend, but the main thing here is to make good choices. If you have to make a choice concerning someone, make a smart choice. If you are making choices together with someone, then you and this person can make choices intelligently together. Okay? It looks really good. This is like a pretty good weekend type of vibe for you here, earth signs. And some of you could be, some of you that are Tauruses, you can have like a birthday party where you're going to be with your, significant other or your boyfriend, your girlfriend, or someone that you really like, or just with your friends hanging out for your birthday. And if you do, just make intelligent choices and don't restrain yourself. Have fun. Life is too short. Now, I don't know what you all be doing, but you got number 11 here, the Jack of Spades, also known as the whip. So you could be whipping somebody this weekend, or you need to whip your ass in gear. All right. A whip and broom are placed in their spots against a wall. Whips are commonly used to cure men, women, and children who wanted behaviors and desires. Purge what no longer serves you. Sex, exercise, arguments, painful. Sports, anger, intense, abusive, and troublemakers are in the air. The Jack of Clubs in this deck, this card says, include spirituality, being open, sincere friends, taking care of yourself. So that is the meaning of that card. And this card is whipping yourself into gear, making sure you get cracking and do what you got to do. All right. Notice how there was sex involved there. So some of you might be having sex with someone finally for the first time as partners. If you do, use your condom sense. All right. Now, for those of you earth signs that are looking for love, this could be the beginning of something good. All right. Make sure you hide those whips and chains and all that kinky shit, because the person that you're dealing with, they might not, It might not think the same. Okay? Be naughty later. All right. I'm going to do a collective for everybody that's here for the weekend. And I'm going to use my deck, which is the Marky Marks Tarot deck part 2. You can buy any of my decks online right now at makeplayingcards.com. Elizabeth just put the link in there. Thank you. All right, air, fire, water, and earth are done. Now I'm going to do a collective for everybody that's here and everybody who's watching. Okay, and I just said this word too. Okay. Okay, hey Ruth, how you doing? So collective, don't give stupid people your energy. Collective, don't give stupid people your energy. Silence is better than bullshit. Remember that. And use your condom sense. And I just finished saying to earth signs, use your condom sense. This weekend, you might be getting frisky out there. You might be seeing somebody that you have sex with. Use your condom sense, obviously. Don't give stupid people your energy. And remember that silence is always better than bullshit, because you don't need to deal with people who are trying to take your energy, especially stupid people. And on the bottom, I have, tell them how you feel. So if there's somebody out there that needs to know how you feel, you need to tell them. Okay? Or this could be somebody collective that tells you how they feel because they're tired of being silent. Okay? Like I said, collective, make sure you make intelligent choices. Make sure you do what's best for you and you only. Okay? Don't do anything crazy. Try to be nice. If you can't be nice, then that's okay. I understand. I'm in the same boat. I try to be nice on Fridays. Okay, I will quickly, like I said, quickly go down the list and give everybody one message from my original Marky Marks Tarot deck. I will quickly go down there. If you want a message, just type the word yes. If you want a one card pull here from my deck real quick before I go, just type the word yes and I'll give you a quick message. You're welcome. Thanks guys for being here. I appreciate it. Okay, Ninja, your card is test their sincerity. Test their sincerity. So if there's somebody around you that you don't think is sincere, test their sincerity. All right, Triple Crown, you're next. Let's see, Triple Crown. Okay, Triple Crown, let go of the past. Let go of the past. You're welcome. All right, Ruth. One. Okay, Ruth, listen to your intuition. Listen to your intuition. You're welcome, sweetie. No problem. Okay, Elizabeth, you're next, and then Angie. All right, Elizabeth, one. Two. You're welcome. Elizabeth, you got jealousy and envy from people around you. Jealousy and envy from people around you. Just give them your middle finger sign. Tell them they're number one. You're welcome. Okay, Angie. Let's see what we got for you. Angie. One. You're welcome. Angie, your smile makes people happy. So keep smiling. Angie, your smile makes people happy. That's a good thing. Mine does other things, but we won't go into that detail right now. Okay, Ninja, you too. Okay, Elaine, you're next. Elaine, 1, 2, 3. Okay, Elaine, get rid of low vibrational people. Elaine, get rid of low vibrational people. If you want your vibration to be high, you got to get rid of the low. Low, 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 low. All right, did everybody get a card there? I believe they did. Yes, yes, yes. If anybody else wants a card, say yes, and I'll give you one. If not, you're welcome. Hey, Lisa. All right, Lisa, let's see what we got for you, Lisa. Okay, Lisa, your card is be more sociable. Talk more to your friends, your family, the people around you. This is telling you be more sociable. Talk. Let people know how you feel, what you're saying. Being more sociable can give you more insight. I would say yes, Triple Crown. I feel that you could, yeah. Of course, paying attention to any sign's characteristics can benefit. You're welcome. You can benefit from all signs' characteristics. You know, like me, I always make a joke of every sign and how I feel about them, or how I feel how they act. You know, men, women, because men and women have, you know, they may be the same sign, but they might be different. You know, in that sign or how that sign is, but it's to each their own, pretty much. I would say that it's beneficial just to you know about that sign, so you know their tendencies and you know what they do and how they are. You know what I'm saying? I know a lot of Tauruses, and one of my best friends is a Taurus, and he's been my best friend. He's probably the most loyal friend I have. Is a Taurus male, which is my cousin, and he's also one of my best friends and has been for since I was in kindergarten. And we still talk and work today till today. And he's a Taurus. You know, I get along with other fixed signs. You know, there's a few fixed signs. I think it's Taurus, Aquarius, Leo, and I can't remember the other fixed sign. I think it's Scorpio. But I tend to get along with fixed signs. You know? Yeah, nothing wrong with that. I'm learning too every day. I'm learning too. I'm actually learning this new Lenormand deck. You know, I want to figure out how to really, you know, do some of this. I'm going to go on YouTube and check out some of the videos and see how they use those cards and things like that. Yeah, I thought so, Elizabeth. Thanks. But like if you look up fixed signs, usually fixed signs get along with each other. One of my other best friends is a Scorpio. And I've known him for 30 years, and him and I get along very well. And we always, you know, one of my nephews that's a Scorpio, him and I have the same, you know, interests, sports, and you know, eating the same things, feeling the same way. You know, I noticed that, you know, I get along more with fixed signs. Now, the only fixed sign I don't get along with that much is Leo. Because Leo is Aquarius's opposite sign. So I wouldn't expect, you know, to be pretty cool with Leos. Leo women and men, I don't really like care for that much. Like I don't really know that many, but the ones I know, I don't really like. I don't hate them or anything, but I just don't get along with them like I get along with other ones. But they could probably say the same thing about Aquarius. A lot of people talk a lot of shit about Aquarius men. I see it on YouTube every day. People be like, I was with an Aquarius man and he cheated on me. All Aquarius men are trash. And I'm like this, like, this woman's being salty. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I know. Your moon loves me, huh? Yeah, I know. My Venus loves you because it's in Aries. I have Aries and Venus, Virgo moon, and I'm Aquarius sun and rising. But some people say I'm Libra rising, but I don't believe that. But even if I am, I'm air sign, both. But I really don't care. I'm a Virgo moon. That's why I like Virgos. Virgos are so cool. They always make me laugh and stuff, Aquariuses are very popular. They're like one of the most smartest people in the world. I can name tons of sports people that are Aquariuses, a lot of famous people that are Aquariuses, musicians, actors, movie stars. There's tons of them. I never knew that until I actually checked. Well, one of the main people that I love that's in Aquarius is Bob Marley, because Bob Marley and I have the same birthday, February 6th. Bob Marley and I born on the same day, February 6th. Not in the same year, obviously, but we're both February 6th. President Reagan, which was your best president, period, was also February 6th, and he was an actor as well as a president, for those of you that didn't know. Michael Jordan is an Aquarius. Oprah Winfrey is an Aquarius, but I don't like her anyway because, I have my reasons. I don't really like Michael Jordan either, but, that's because he didn't play for my team. But there's so many great Aquarians out there, tons of them. Tons. You know what? There's good people in every sign, and there's bad people in every sign. Like in every culture, race, there's good and bad in everything. It's just the way life is. We shouldn't dwell. I wouldn't say we can't, but we shouldn't dwell on saying, oh, this sign has the most of this and this sign has the most of that. I say it as a joke because I'm an Aquarius, obviously. So I kind of like joke around and say Aquarius are the greatest. You know what I'm saying? But I know a lot of people, like I don't really know too many Aquarius guys or women. The only women I know is the women that come in here that are Aquariuses. Yeah, exactly. Exactly, Triple Crown. But I have a few Aquarius women that come in here, but no Aquarius men. Just me. But I don't really have any Aquarius male friends. I don't know any and I don't have any. And my dad's a Libra and him and I get along. We're always watching sports and stuff. I get along with Libra people, Libra guys. I have some Gemini friends here and there, mostly women friends, Gemini. I tend to like a lot of fire sign people are cool with me. Like my mom's a Capricorn, but I don't really like Capricorn guys. They think that their shit don't stink, and I don't really like those type of people. But see, that's just me saying that about a few Capricorn men. See, I don't dwell on every single, Capricorn man as a piece of trash, Like that's not my thing. Like I don't really say all it. I say it as a joke sometimes, but like I think that we stereotype each sign too much. Like we put too much negativity on one sign because everyone in this room is going to not like a certain sign, or a certain sign is going to give you a pattern where you're going to be like, oh my God, see, the reason why I don't get along with that person is because they were this sign. Or the reason why I love you is because you're this sign. You know what I'm saying? So like, and there's a lot of things that you can analyze with people's signs. So that's just it. I always feel like if you're the same sign as someone or the same element, I feel like you'll probably get along better because you have the same ways. But then it might backfire because you're seeing each other's tendencies, you're seeing each other's flaws. So it might wake you up to see the mirror reflection of yourself. You're like, am I really like that? Oh shit. Oh, I see now. Yeah, I better stop doing that. That type of thing. So like, it all depends. Like I don't have nothing against any sign. I just had bad luck with certain signs. Like certain signs, I see like how weird they are, or how nice they are, or how I like them, how I don't like them. But I mean, it all depends on the person, because like Elizabeth says, it all depends on what you have in your chart. But I don't go by charts. I just go by the person's personality. If you're a nice person and I can trust you, I don't care what sign you are, what color you are, what race you are. It doesn't make a difference to me. If I can trust you, I can love you. That's exactly how I personally feel about signs and about people. I don't care what sign. I'm the first thing when I meet you, I'm not going to be like, oh, what sign are you? Oh my God. No way. I hate Capricorns. Don't come around me. But you can end up being like the best person I ever dealt with. So I never judge a person by their sign. I judge a person by their personality and how much I can trust them. Like I said, if I can trust you, I can love you. If I can't trust you, then it ain't gonna happen. So my trust for you goes down the drain. I don't care what sign you are. Your sign is by sign. It all depends. You have to look at your chart. Yeah, well, if you're in Aries, like most Aries women are very moody. Most Aries women I know are like, they're very like determined to get what they want, what they need. They're very like, they want to work, they want to succeed, they want their job, a good job, they want a good life. They want what everybody else wants too. But the thing is, they don't like to be hounded, chased, or disrespected. But it's okay for them to do it. And Aries men are like the weirdest creatures on earth to me. But that's a whole nother ball game. But they could say the same thing about my sign. So I don't really care. Like, to me, I don't want nobody to look at me as an Aquarius. I want somebody to look at me and say, hey, you know what? Mark's funny. He's humble. He's cool. I can trust Mark. And that's it. That's what I want people to say about me. I don't want them to say, oh, he's an Aquarius. Ooh. I don't give a shit. Just love me for who I am. Trust me for who I am. That's all I want. Don't start no shit. There won't be no shit. That's how it is. But I can write a book on signs and how people are and what they do and what their moods are. I've seen it all, like through people's signs. But I try not to, like I said, I try not to dwell too much on that. I want to get to know somebody for who they are and how they are. Personality and trust is the main thing, and how you make me feel. That's the best thing. I don't chase anyone. Yeah, you act like a Cancer, you're right. But you can be a Aries from time to time. You don't act like you're more like your rising sign. You are a damn Aries. I don't chase anyone. I'm old-fashioned tradition. They have to come to me. I am moody, and I hide it well. You never know if I'm in a bad mood. Exactly. Exactly. See that's definitely Aries. Alma says Aquarius men care for humanity and so handsome and loving. Yes, you're absolutely dead on right with that. Absolutely, I agree with you. I agree with you. You know, I do care for humanity. I'm handsome after I wake up, and I am very loving and caring. And I like to be very funny. I like to joke around. I like to talk a lot of shit. Like, I just like to have fun. That's me. Like, I don't want to be moody or mad. I just love like being funny and having a great time. Like if I'm laughing and shit and I'm talking shit and having fun with everybody, and that's the best part of my day. Like I don't want to hear no negativity and all that type of trash. Hey sis, what's up? Speaking of Aries, now I got a few of you in here. But I don't have nothing against no sign really. I just had bad luck with a few. But my sister, my youngest sister is a Sagittarius and my oldest sister is an Aries. And I don't really get along with my older sister. She's like a moody, snobby bitch. And my youngest sister is my best friend, and she's a Sagittarius. But she's on the cusp of Sagittarius and Scorpio. So I do get along with Scorpios a lot. And Sagittarius women I get along with a lot too. So, you know, I get along with fire signs, no problem. Just Leos, I don't really like too much. Even the women Leos are kind of weird. Like they want you to like, you know, they want attention too much. I feel like Leos have a tendency to want attention unnecessarily. Or they look for attention. Well, you know what, Triple Crown? If we are happy and someone else isn't, then they wonder why you're so happy or what you have to be happy of. Like, you know? You know, it's like, you know, it's hard. Like, you know, it's different. But it all depends. Like if you know, like for instance, if you know an Aquarius guy, they probably won't be like me. And if you do know an Aquarius guy, he might be just like me. You know, funny, talk a lot of shit, humble, you know, cool, whatever. You know, have many talents or whatever. You know, yada yada yada. You can compare us all you want. But we're never all gonna be the same. That would be boring. No one really is the same. But you know, each sign has tendencies and they do a lot of things. I just feel like, you know, fire signs in general, especially the women, they can be very moody and they can be like, you know, pissed off today and laugh tomorrow, or laugh in the same hour and be pissed off in the same hour. I feel like their fire gets fueled, but then it goes back down real quick. Like I don't see like fire signs holding like significant grudges over people all the time. You know, I think they just, you know, stick and move type of thing, you know? Like if they have beef with you, they'll get over it and move on and act like nothing ever happened. Some of them are like that. The ones I know are like that. But I can write a damn book of how people are, you know? Yeah, I mean, the thing is everybody, you know, like I'm gonna keep saying it, everybody's different, even though they're the same sign, because you know, some people just have this tendency to think that every sign means the same, or every person that is an Aquarius is bad or good, or you know, an actor or you know, all that type of shit. To me, that don't make no sense. I'm Virgo moon and Libra rising. Well, one of my charts says that I was Aquarius sun and rising. And then another chart says I'm a Libra rising. So it doesn't matter to me. I'm a damn Aquarius. That's all that matters. But I have Virgo moon and Aries in Venus. So usually what they do say, hey Anna, how are you, sweetheart? Like what they say in astrology, I don't know how true it is, but what they say in astrology sometimes is a man's Venus, where a man's placement in Venus is the sign that most likely that man will fall in love with or be with. And for a woman, I think it's Mars and Jupiter. So where your Mars and Jupiter is, whatever sign they're in, that is going to be like, you know, it's where the woman is going to find a decent man, or the man, like the sign that you have in Mars and Jupiter could be a good man for you or a good partner for you, woman, whatever. You know what I'm saying? It's like those are like I've heard that that's your partner, like possibilities in the astrology, you know, people, like, you know what I'm saying? So for a man, you know, my Venus is in Aries. So I'll pretty much get along with Aries women, or be in love with Aries women, or have relationships with Aries women. You know? So I mean, it all depends. Like, you know, some of that can be real and some of it could be bullshit. Because, you know, I can be Aries and Venus and then marry a Taurus. So what does that mean? My astrology chart isn't right or is right? And then you have Vedic astrology, Chinese astrology, and regular astrology. So it's like, you know, it all depends, like, you know. And we're not lived our full lives. Like, you can get married to somebody today and be divorced in a year, 2 years, 3 years, 10 years. Hell, look at Bill Gates. He's getting married he's getting divorced after 20 something years. People get married after 30, divorced after 30 years, 40 years. You can remarry somebody else that's in your chart that will work. But to me, like I always say, I don't give a shit about the person's sign. I care more about the person themselves. Like I said, if I trust you, I can love you. That is the point. When you love somebody, don't you trust them? Don't you want to trust them? After you trust them 100%, don't you want to marry them and be with them for the rest of your life? Isn't that the same thing with your pets, your mom, your dad, your sisters, your brothers, your friends? It applies to everything, in my opinion. And I don't care what sign it is. Because in my family, we have a different sign in every... It's crazy. In my family, we don't have anybody in my immediate family that's in March that has a birthday. So that's Aries and Pisces, right? But we have Aries and Pisces in actually we have no Pisces in my family, and we have Aries but in April. And that's like my whole immediate family, including nephews, grandmas, grandpas, everything. There's nobody in the month of March. You know, we have somebody in every single month but March. And I find that fascinating too. Like, if you have your family and you see like your brothers and sisters on how, you know, or your mom and dad, how their signs are. Like, if everybody in here takes their parents, right? And like, for instance, my dad is a Libra and my mom is a Capricorn. So they've been together for 50 plus years, and I've never seen them go at it, disrespect each other, or separate from each other ever. And Libra and Capricorn are some of the most stubborn people in life. And I know because I see my parents, and then they could say the same thing about you, but you're a damn Aquarius. You're more stubborn than every person in the zodiac sign. Hey, I'm not the damn bull or the you know, the ram. Aquarius is the water bird. We cool your ass off before you get your ass whooped. Okay? So you could look at it like that. And then you could look at your brothers and sisters, who they married. What are their signs? I bet you will see every sign is different. You're going to see combinations of every sign. So to me, all that astrology stuff is based on what people are going by in their lives. But to me, trust is equals love. That's just my whole opinion on that. See, there you go. Both your parents are Sagittarius, fire with fire. See, there you go. Yes, I agree, Anna. But you know, if I sit there and get married to you, I'm not going to be there like Anna. What is your Venus? What is your Vedic? What is your, Taurus? What is your Taurus in? What do you have any Taurus in your chart? Oh, you don't, but I do. Oh, but you don't. Oh, well, that means we're not meant to be together. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not going to sit there on a date and bring out your damn birth chart and care about the elements that are in our charts. I'm going to love you for who you are. I could care, like, even, hey, Blue Nile, how are you? Good to see you. If everybody in this room was a child at one point, when we were 10 years old or younger, or between like the age of 1 and 16, we all fell in love with someone, right? We all fell in love with someone. Our first love. We never said, oh, my first love was an Aquarius. My first love was this. We never even cared about that shit. Nobody knew what their sign was, probably, or somebody else's sign that they dated when they were 10 years old. But now you can go back and check. Now maybe one or two people be like, oh, but I knew. Yes, exactly, and I got you. I thought you said lube. But you see what I mean? Like, there's so more. There's like astrology is, based on whatever we feel and whatever our experiences is. Like that's the things. You may have known their signs, but at that time, it didn't really matter, or it did matter, or you were always into that, but their signs now because you went back and said, hey, my first love was this. So that's why I like those type of, women, because I dated this and I dated that. So, but I'm not going to go back and go check every single person I dated or every single person that I loved. But I tell you one thing, majority of the women that I've dealt with are majority of them, 90% are fire signs. And I never knew that until I actually checked. And I was like, okay, that's a pattern for you, Mark. And I get along with a lot of fire sign people that come in my room. I have majority Aries women that come in here that I'm very good friends with. Everybody in blue that's in my room is an Aries, for an example. I have a lot of Aries women that come in here that are very cool with me, or I have air sign women in here that are very cool with me. I have no problem with anybody as long as I trust you, But usually air and fire get along because air fuels fire. Fire needs air, and then it's fire and fire. It doesn't matter really. Everybody, to each their own, I just want everybody to love each other, have peace and quiet in this world. Like, stop the hate, stop the bullshit. We all can live in one world together. We just have to like cut that astrology shit out. Like, let's keep the love, keep the positivity, All right, Anna, love you too, sweetheart. Take care. It was good to see you. Thanks for coming by. You guys go check out Anna Earth Loves Tarot, my friend. She's got a channel. Go check her out. She's an Aries, by the way. Astrology is good, but as humans, it depends on what else is in the way. Mental issues, addictions, anger issues, people who are just nice. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I know. I love you too when you're asleep. Nah, I love everybody in here. I know Aqua Moon. See, there you go. See, we got that awkwardness. Now I have love for a lot of people. Yeah, I love you on Wednesdays, but I love you every day you sleep. Now like I said, I don't really care about people who sign. I'll say it a million times. Actually, you know what? I checked Chinese astrology. You know, Chinese people are very smart, in my opinion. They make a lot of things and they're very smart. I have nothing against Chinese people. And I checked the Chinese astrology. And I was like, I wonder what I am in Chinese astrology. And I'm the dragon in Chinese astrology, right? But it's based on the year you were born or something like that. So I was like, maybe the dragon, because the dragon spits fire, you know, the dragon is a fiery animal. Maybe that's why I tend to like fire sign women, but not fire sign guys. Fire sign guys I don't really like. Like a lot of Leo guys are like pricks. A lot of like Aries men are like obnoxious assholes. And Sagittarius men, I kind of like, you know, look at them as they can be very like lazy, weird, and some of them work hard but like complain too much. That's the experiences I've had between the men and the women, you know? So I would like to write a book or write things down on how, or make a deck with astrology, my interpretation of astrology with every sign and man and woman, because to me there is a significant difference within an Aries man and an Aries woman, an Aquarius man and an Aquarius woman. You know, and yes, I know everybody has different things in their chart, but like even if you base yourself on that one sign, and then you can go into the moon, you can go into the Venus, you can go into this, you can go into that, you know, your rising sign. Like that'd be cool to like have somebody like, or even myself, get to that point where I make a deck like that, you know? So that's something I will work on eventually. That'll probably be my next deck, is an astrology, funny astrology deck, you know, like how I perceive certain signs, you know? But you know, it's different, you know, because to me every sign is different with the male and the female. And then some people say, you know what, you're right, because I was married to this person, they were an ass, but my best friend is the same sign and she's my friend. And then you have friends and relationships. Hey Vanessa, what's up, sweetie? Then you have friends and relationships. Like, is this person good for you as a friend? Or are they, you could be married to an Aquarius, right? You could be married to an Aquarius, but you get a divorce and that person hurt you. But your best friend, which is the same sex as you, can be your best friend and never fucked you over. But relationships can be different, and then friendships can be another, you know. It's so hard though, because everybody has a different perception of a sign. And that's what women do on YouTube. A lot of women go on these chats and they're like, hey girl, don't you ever date an Aquarius? They're cheaters. They're pieces of trash. They're this, they're that. And I'm like, okay, well, that's what you think because you had a bad in Aquarius. Or maybe there's two sides to every story and you are the bad one, but you're just calling the kettle black. You got me? So like there's always two sides to every story. So if someone's bashing a sign a lot, then it's pretty much like they look like an idiot. And a lot of women do that. And then some women will be like, oh, I hate, you know, Taurus men because they do this and they do that. So like a lot of people on here judge. When I see the judgment in the signs, you know, in rooms, in other rooms, it kind of makes me mad. Because like, I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. Like, you know, I know somebody that's not like that. So how could you like judge it through a one sign, you know, or how you know, perceive that sign as bad? Someone else can have total good experiences, you know? Exactly, Triple Crown. That you said it right there. Cheating is a character flaw, not an astrological flaw. Bang. And I wish that people can see that. when they go in these chat rooms and look like a bunch of morons, and these women that are salty and have a guy cheat on them. Oh yeah, and Aquarius cheated on me too. Or like I always hear, oh, and Aquarius did this and Aquarius did that. I'm like, damn, you women got issues. Like, the fuck is wrong with you? I get pissed when I see that. Like, and I'm like, I can never go in a room and say, oh, all Aries women are cheaters, or all Sagittarius women are trash, or all Geminis are hoes. I can never do that. Like, I'll joke about it or something, but like, I'm not going to somebody's room and be like, oh, I dated 2 Geminis, they both cheated on me, I'll never date a Gemini again. You shouldn't be going around doing that or saying that, because not everyone is the same. It's a character thing, not an astrology thing. I agree 100%. Yeah, I mean, doing all that chart stuff is okay, but I don't really care too much about that. Me, I'm an Aquarius, and that's the bottom line. If I was on the borderline of Aquarius and Capricorn, or Aquarius and something else, like, Aries, then that'll be different for me. Pisces, I'll be like, if I was a cusper, like right on the line, then I doubt my sign. But I'm February 6th, so there's no doubt I'm an Aquarius. But then this is the other thing. Every sign in the zodiac shares 2 months. So there's January Aquariuses and there's February Aquariuses. So there's also Aries March and Aries in April. So each sign has a different month, and I tend to dwell a lot on that. That's another interesting thing about astrology. There's so many things that you can check, and I'm not a damn astrologer, right? They call me Astro Hope. But another thing is I find that Aquariuses in January are super like smart, as well as the February ones. But the February ones are more popular. Like, they're more like in the public eye, where the January ones aren't. The January ones are like coaches, sports people, like they're famous in a certain situation. But the February ones are more like, like musicians or something else, or other type of thing. Like, it's different in both. And I find that March Aries and Aries, April Aries, are 2 different types of breeds. Because I know a lot of April Aries that are stuck up and they're real bitches. Like, I don't like a lot of Aries women that are in April. Some I don't like and some I do like. And then you have March Aries women that I do like and I don't like. But they're too, like, to me, it's like the month separates that sign. The months always, you have, every sign has 2 different months. So, like, if you listen to Steve Judd, he is my favorite astrologer, and he's from England. And if you go check out Steve Judd, he tells you, like, oh, for those of you Aquariuses born on January 20, 21, 22, then this is going to affect you this way, that way, this way. And then he'll say, for those of you Aquariuses born on the 4th, 5th, and 6th, then you're going to have this, this, and this happen to you. Now, when I hear an astrologer say that, that's when I know this guy, he went deep and actually found out who this is going to affect and how it will affect those people born on those days. And one day he said, February 4th, 5th, and 6th, then this is going to happen. And it did happen. And I was like, check that out. He actually said my birthday for once. Because if you look at Aquarius, the majority of the things happen to people in the late January, and that's it. Like February, it's late February. But like, see, I'm right smack dab in the middle. So January 20, 20th to February 19th is Aquarius. So I'm right in the middle. I'm February 6th. I'm 2 weeks in and 2 weeks, away from so I'm right in the middle. So it doesn't really affect too much people that are born in the first couple days of a month. It usually affects the person in the later days of the month. And then you got to go by the number of your birthday. So then you have your life path number. If you search every single thing, you can also search people born on February. What's their characteristics? It'll tell you everything about people born on February. And that'll apply to Aquarius and Pisces because it's looking at your character, how you are. Obviously, everything's not going to resonate. Some things will. Then you can go by your life path number, and then you can go by the number of when you were born. And then you can go by your chart. All those things are very significant, and like your life path, you can also like check your life path number and what's the best match for you. Like, how you say Aquarius is and this sign is the best match. And then some people would say, oh, well, if your life path 5, you're better off being with a life path 9, So like, it's all everybody's perception and knowledge of what they know from who they see. So my whole thing is with astrology is don't ever count anybody out. You can always be with whoever you want to be if that person's right for you. Because love conquers all, not your sign. Remember that. So I'm going to delete those last 2 comments. We talking about that guy around here. If you want real astrology, in-depth experience, real McCoy, Steve Judd, baby. That's my boy. Shout out to Steve Judd, the realist. Okay. Anyway, to each their own. We all resonate with who we want to resonate. We all love who we like. But to me, love conquers all. If you love somebody, they don't care a shit what their sign is or who they are or what their race is, what their nationality is. If you love somebody, you love somebody. Love conquers all. Don't worry about them signs. Anyway, I got this new sex deck. It's called the Decameron Tarot. I was gifted this by Elizabeth. So thank you, Elizabeth, for getting me another sex deck. This is for adults only. So tonight I will use it for Freaky Fridays on Instagram. I'm gonna delete those comments. Anyway, I haven't even opened it up yet. Like, it's still got the plastic on it. But I'll open it up tonight. Some psychics say you got to sleep with the deck. Some people say, oh, when you get a deck, you should get somebody to buy it for you, and you should put it in the earth, or you should sleep with your deck. Can you imagine if someone caught me sleeping with this deck? They'd be like, oh boy, this guy's got issues. Oh boy. You know what I mean? I don't listen to what other people say. I can just pull cards out of a deck. Anybody can, and just shuffle them and it'll work. Okay? Because if you are a real psychic, then you shouldn't have a problem with any deck. Okay? Don't sleep with your deck. Don't bury it. Don't do what these idiots are telling you to do. Don't listen to these maluk in the cabeza loco. Don't listen to them. Spirit works through your cards, not sleeping with them. You sleep with people, and animals and your pets. You sleep with yourself. You sleep with your spouse. You don't sleep with decks of cards, okay? These damn people, I tell you. Anyway, tonight we're going to have some fun. I'll probably be on Instagram maybe 3 hours from now. It's 6:30 my time, so I would say like 9 o'clock, maybe 2.5 hours from now. I'll probably come on early maybe and like talk random shit, pull some cards, do some sex cards, and then Saturday night, tomorrow night is Brother Love. Brother Love has another sex deck, so it's going to be like, 2 rounds. Okay. There you go, Triple Crown. You want to sleep with bags of chips, but the crunch keeps me awake. Oh, man, I never forget. I heard this psychic on YouTube say, you should sleep with your cards, and you should put crystals on top of them when you're not using them so it can charge the cards. And I wanted to private message her and say, you're delusional, you're crazy, and stop giving people false information. That is your way, not everyone's way. And not everyone wants to do those crazy things because it's unnecessary. But yes, it is your way, so you do whatever you want. But you have to realize when you're a psychic and you're a card reader, these messages go through spirit, through you to give to the person. So if you touch the cards and you ask spirit to give you the message, that's all you need. You don't need to do excessive things to get an answer. Okay? Stop bullshitting people and just, because spirit is in the background saying, what are you doing? Imagine if you are a spirit right now and your card reader person that you give messages to, they're going to say, that's unnecessary because I'm going to give you the answer regardless. So you don't need to do all the extra things. Okay? Save that for the peanut gallery. All right? By the way, this is my opinion. If you don't like it, I don't give a shit. Anything I said on here, on this video, if you don't like it, that's your problem, not mine. Okay? What I say is how I feel, and what I say is what I know to be my beliefs. So do not condemn my beliefs. Okay? My beliefs is my beliefs. Your beliefs is your belief. I'm not condemning your beliefs. I'm just saying that what you're doing is unnecessary. Okay? All right, I'll see you guys tonight. For those of you who come by tonight on Instagram, let's have some fun. I got 2 new decks, so we'll have some fun tonight. Yeah? I will see you all later on. All right, take care of yourselves. If I don't see you guys over the weekend, enjoy your weekend. Be safe out there. I know people don't like to wear your mask, but just remember that wearing your mask is very good because you ain't got to smell nobody's breath and nobody's ass. Good night.